Everyone's forgotten who runs this valley. Time to remind them.
Our family legacy is this ranch.
And I'll protect it with my life. This war's just beginning.
The only thing left to do is to kill as much as you can before they kill you.
We're gearing up for part 2, season 5 of Yellowstone. It's going to be our first foray without John Dutton.
That's been a wonderful part of my life, making Yellowstone. And some things have a way of circling back. I haven't seen that dust trail coming towards me, but I've always been open to what I started. That story is not finished. I have children, and so you make the story about them.
Congratulations on the Horizon saga. Where are you at with everything right now?
I don't mind going with the crowd, but if the crowd's not going where I want to go, I'm not really worried about going my other way. I'm really just trying to find that mythical partner who would like to maybe make movies with me for the next 10 years. A man or a woman who wants to make things that maybe stand the test of.
This cowboy turned director has created one of the most lucrative business models in TV history. Taylor Sheridan grew up on a ranch in Texas where he worked as a cowboy before being offered an acting gig in a shopping mall. Years later, he became a screenwriter and penned hits like Hell or High Water and Sicario. His biggest project by far, though, has been Paramount's Yellowstone series and its prequel 1923. But what's most interesting about Sheridan is that on top of being paid millions to write the shows, he's been given almost unlimited access to use his own companies to profit from their production. He charges Paramount to rent the $340 million ranch he owns for filming. In addition to a stable of horses, he even has his own academy where he trains actors to become the cowboys featured in the show. He also has a direct-to-consumer steak business called 4 Sixes, which he subtly advertises in the episodes of the show. Despite controversies of episodes costing over $22 million each, Paramount credits Sheridan for its subscriber growth against competitors like Netflix and Disney. If all of this continues, Sheridan could become a more successful rancher than any of the characters in his shows.
This is a fifth generation family, so you want to preserve the legacy of the land. So it's pretty obvious what he wants. He wants things to continue the way they always have.
This season is a real sort of season of growth for Jim.
Taylor Sheridan work in general, because he's such an incredible and prolific writer, and he has such a depth of the understanding of the genre, and he writes from real...
Imagine Yellowstone without you. And if you want to go back, and you and Taylor talking, because people say this about the two of you, both big egos, both very powerful, both at the top of their game, and that right now maybe the two of you are playing a game of who's is bigger. Do you see it that way?
I don't really.
Who's is bigger, Kevin?
Yeah. I love the show. I went and saw
You do love the show.
I loved
yes.
the show before anybody. It was Taylor and myself. The truth never changes. That love was really strong. The idea of going back, I would do that in a second if I felt that it was something that I could do, wanted to do. I would make it fit.
But the characterization of you isn't necessarily flattering. It's you've made demands, you want to have a certain schedule, you want to shoot at a certain time, you want certain money. If it's not that hard, why can't the two of you be able to work it out? People would love to see
therapy,
you back.
Gail. I mean, we're not going to discuss this on the show, really. I mean, honestly, it's
I'm a good therapist, though, but go
I've
ahead.
conducted my life in a pretty straightforward way.
Yellowstone is the #1 television show, #1 television show last year. What do you think makes this show such a phenomenon?
I think it starts with the writing. Taylor Sheridan's an incredible writer, and then, from there, it's just the passion of all the cast and crew and the people who work tirelessly to make it what it is.
Congratulations. The show is the most watched, outside of football, the most watched television show in the United States. In the year 2022, that's incredible.
It's amazing. It's quite a trip because, usually any hits I've had before were really films, and so that's a different experience. That's
right.
One moment, and like on a show like this, it's year after year, and it's been building in such an interesting way. Like the first season.
Hey there. If you are a Yellowstone fan, you are in for a ride, because today we are diving into everything that we know about Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2. There is so much excitement, suspense, and of course, the burning question of what will happen to the Dutton family next. So grab your cowboy hat, settle in, and let's get started on this wild Yellowstone journey. Number 1, where we left off with the Duttons. Alright, let's dive back into the world of the Duttons. The mid-season finale of Yellowstone Season 5 left us all hanging on the edge, with tensions boiling over and new threats looming around every corner. At the heart of it all, we see John Dutton, now in the role of governor, struggling to balance his powerful position with his loyalty to the ranch. His political maneuvers, though necessary to protect his land, are making him more enemies than ever before, both in the political world and among his own family. Meanwhile, Beth and Jamie's rivalry has escalated to dangerous new heights. Beth has always resented Jamie, but now, with her discovering his ambition to take control, things have turned into an all-out war. Jamie is no longer the timid brother. He has made it clear he's ready to go head-to-head with his sister and even his father if necessary. The final scenes left us with a shocking cliffhanger as Jamie's plan to orchestrate a political coup against John comes to light, and Beth is determined to take him down by any means. And let's not forget Kayce, who is grappling with the ominous vision of the end of us, potentially hinting at some serious consequences for him and Monica. With so many questions left open, we're all left wondering, will Jamie finally overthrow John, or will Beth's quest for vengeance protect her father's legacy? With the Dutton family more divided than ever, we're left to ask, can they find a way to unite, or is this truly the beginning of their end? Number 2, when can we expect Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 to air? One of the most pressing questions on every Yellowstone fan's mind is, when will Season 5 Part 2 finally hit our screens? Originally, fans were holding out hope for a summer 2023 release, but unexpected production delays threw a wrench in those plans. The buzz around set conflicts and behind-the-scenes issues only added to the mystery, with rumors swirling about everything from tight filming schedules to ongoing discussions between Kevin Costner and the show's creators. The delay has understandably left fans anxious, wondering how much longer they will have to wait. So what's the latest update on the premiere? Industry sources are pointing to a late 2023 or early 2024 release as the most realistic expectation. Taylor Sheridan, the visionary creator of the series, has assured fans that the extra time is going toward making these episodes even more intense and impactful. He has hinted that Part 2 will bring some of the most dramatic and action-packed moments that we have seen so far, so fans can expect the payoff to be well worth the wait. In the meantime, speculation only continues to grow. Fans are busy theorizing what these upcoming episodes will bring for the Dutton family and the ranch. While the wait might be excruciating, it only fueled the excitement surrounding Yellowstone's return and the fate of the characters that we have come to know so well. With a promised return of high-stakes drama, the anticipation has never been higher. Number 3, the future of Kevin Costner's role as John Dutton. Let's delve into one of the biggest questions surrounding Yellowstone. What lies ahead for John Dutton, the iconic family patriarch, brought to life by the legendary Kevin Costner? Since Yellowstone began, Costner's portrayal of John Dutton has been the glue holding together the show's drama, intensity, and raw Western charm. But recently, there has been a whirlwind of speculation around Costner's future in the role. Talks of scheduling conflicts, his involvement in other projects, notably his ambitious Western film Horizon, and rumored disputes over filming availability have fans anxiously wondering if Costner will return or if Season 5 will mark the end of John Dutton's journey. Reports suggest that Taylor Sheridan and the writing team are preparing for the possibility of Costner's exit, meaning that John Dutton's story could wrap up in a dramatic and possibly emotional send-off. If true, the impact would be huge, not only for the storyline, but for the characters and their motivations. John's departure could take many forms, whether through a heroic sacrifice to protect the ranch, a showdown with his enemies, or a twist that none of us could see coming. For Yellowstone fans, the idea of saying goodbye to John Dutton feels monumental. Costner's portrayal has been the heart of the show, making him a character with a magnetic pull that shapes every story arc. If Season 5 does mark his farewell, it will undoubtedly reshape the entire Yellowstone landscape and have lasting effects on the Dutton family legacy. Number 4, Beth and Jamie, a family feud like no other. Now let's talk about one of Yellowstone's most captivating and toxic dynamics, the rivalry between Beth and Jamie Dutton. Since the beginning, the sibling feud has been a cornerstone of the show's drama, and in Season 5 Part 1, it hit an all-time high. Beth's discovery of Jamie's ambitions to take control threw fuel on an already blazing fire. Their interactions have become explosive, filled with accusations, venomous threats, and deep-seated resentment, making it clear just how irreparably fractured their relationship is. Beth's desire for revenge is relentless, and she is more determined than ever to keep Jamie from threatening her father's legacy. As we head into part 2, it is hard to imagine these two finding any form of peace. Instead, fans are speculating that their feud will intensify, perhaps even reaching a deadly breaking point. Beth and Jamie's animosity has gone beyond a simple sibling rivalry. It has become an all-out war, with each willing to risk everything to take the other down. The possibility of a lethal showdown feels all too real, as both Beth and Jamie have shown they are prepared to go to extreme lengths to win this battle. This high-stakes clash could ultimately define not only the future of the ranch, but the legacy of the Dutton name itself. Will one of them make a move that cannot be undone? Or is there a chance, however slim, that their shared blood might save them from destroying each other entirely? With both characters on a collision course, Part 2 promises an intense, possibly final chapter in their ongoing saga. Number 5. Kayce's prophetic vision. What does it mean for his future? Kayce's spiritual journey took an intriguing turn in Season 5, Part 1. His vision of the end of us left fans questioning what it could mean for his relationship with Monica and his place within the Dutton family. As he grapples with his loyalty to his family and his own desire for peace, Kayce is at a crossroads. Part 2 will likely dive deeper into Kayce's struggle, revealing how his vision might influence his choices. Some fans believe this vision foreshadows the end of the Dutton legacy, while others think that it points to a major sacrifice that Kayce might make. Could he walk away from the ranch, or is he destined to play a crucial role in the fight for the family's survival? His journey is one to watch, as it may hold the key to the future of the entire Yellowstone saga. Number 6. Bunkhouse drama. What is next for Rip and the ranch hands? The ranch hands and the Bunkhouse crew bring a unique dynamic to Yellowstone, and their loyalty to John Dutton has been unwavering. However, with Rip leading a group of them to new pastures as part of John's strategic move, we're left to wonder how this shift will impact the ranch and the family. Rip Wheeler, a fan-favorite character, is known for his fierce loyalty to the Duttons and his unbreakable bond with Beth. Part 2 might explore the challenges that Rip and the crew face as they adjust to life away from the ranch. Will they stay loyal to the Duttons, or could they find themselves pulled into ongoing conflicts? And what about Rip's relationship with Beth? Will the distance strain their connection, or bring them closer together? Number 7. New faces and surprises in Season 5, Part 2. Every new season of Yellowstone brings fresh faces and potential allies or threats to the Dutton family. Season 5, Part 2 is expected to introduce new characters that could tip the balance in the ongoing power struggle. Rumors suggest that we might see influential political figures, rival ranchers, or even some unexpected allies. These newcomers are sure to shake things up, adding layers of complexity to the already tense world of Yellowstone. Will they align themselves with the Duttons, or could they present new challenges? Either way, these additions are bound to raise the stakes and add even more suspense to an already gripping storyline. Number 8. Taylor Sheridan's vision for the future of Yellowstone. Taylor Sheridan, the brilliant creator behind Yellowstone, has crafted a series that is both a character-driven drama and a cultural phenomenon. While Sheridan has several other successful projects under his belt, he remains deeply committed to Yellowstone. His vision for the Dutton family's future is grand, and he has hinted that Season 5 could be the pivotal turning point in the story. In Part 2, Sheridan plans to push the characters to their limits, exploring themes of loyalty, betrayal, and survival. This season could redefine Yellowstone's legacy and set the stage for potential spin-offs or sequels. Sheridan's unique storytelling approach and dedication to authentic, high-stakes drama make Part 2 something that no fan will want to miss. And that is everything that we know about Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2. From the Dutton family's intense feuds to Kayce's vision and the new characters on the horizon, there is no doubt this season will be unforgettable. So keep your eyes peeled for the release and get ready for a season filled with drama, suspense, and the classic Yellowstone grit that we all love. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe for more updates, and we'll see you on the ranch.